Hi everyone, this video tutorial I'm going to share with you how to create this box for your journal book or traveler's notebook. And again, it opens up the lid and then this collapses down. You have a front pocket here that you can add some cards or stickers, you know, whatever you like to gift to someone. Or you could just, you know, put up just a regular card if you like. It fits nicely a regular size pen that you can just hook onto the front pocket or the back pocket. And then here's your journal book or your traveler's notebook. And then it just closes up like so. Lots of different ways you can decorate the outside of the box. You can either go all out on the top, or you can decorate the bottom. Here I just added a simple bow. Okay, so let's get started. Now I would have to say the most time-consuming part is just the cutting of the paper and the scoring, but for the most part it's really quick to assemble. I will give you all the measurements. I'll put it in the description box and I'll also put it in the screen as well. And I use some sticky notes just so I know which piece goes to which. And let's get started. So I basically used 4 12 by 12 sheets. I do recommend it to be double-sided only because you will see the other side of the paper and it looks much prettier. And the paper collection that I use on this one is an older Brenda Walton King Company paper that I picked up at Tuesday Morning a while back, and it's called Brenda Walton Maison Specialty Paper Pad. It's really gorgeous paper. You're going to need your scoreboard, so we will take that out and let's get started. So we're going to start with the back piece. I'm going to take my scoring tool here and I'll put that aside because I'm going to put it right back onto that piece once I'm done scoring. So the back piece, this measures 8 3/4 inches wide by 11.5 in length. Okay, on the 8 3/4 inch side you're going to score at 2 and 6 3/4. So 2 and 6 3/4, and that's going to leave you with a 2-inch side tab. Okay, and then you're going to turn, this being the top side, you're going to score at 9 inches. So we're going to score at 9. Okay, so let's put this aside. Let's go ahead and fold those in and get our bone folder. Okay, and what you're going to do next is you're going to remove these 2 bottom tabs. So let's go ahead and cut those out. Just cut that. Now you can use lightweight chipboard, you can use a much heavier cardstock if you like, poster board, because again you are going to put a journal book or a traveler's notebook, and it will get a little bit heavy, so you do want this part to, this box to be pretty sturdy. So that is another option to do as well. Okay, so this is the back, so that's all you're going to do there. So I'm going to put this back on there. I'm going to show you another extra step that we're going to do to this piece, but I'll show that in a bit. So let's put that to the side. Now we're going to do the front of the box. Oh, let me show you as I'm doing this so you kind of get an idea here. So let's take this, let's bring this out. Let me take this stuff out first. Okay, so that piece that we just did, that's this part right here, this back piece. And then I'm going to show you how to do this part, okay, in a little bit. But that's what we created right there. Now we're going to do this piece right here, this closure part, the front, okay? So that's going to be this piece. I'm keeping the back and the front the same design. So let me put aside my Post-it note. Now the front piece is going to be 9 3/4 inches wide by 11 1/2 inches in length. So on the 9 3/4 inch side, you're going to score at 2 1/2. So make sure it's all nice lined up. So 2 1/2, and then 7 1/4. That's going to give you a 2 1/2 inch tab. Okay. Then you're going to turn this being the top. You're going to score on the 11 1/2 inch side at 9 inches. So go ahead and score it at 9. Okay, so that's all you're going to do to that one. So again, we're going to go ahead and fold your bone folder. And you're going to do the same thing to this one. You're going to cut those 2 bottom tabs out. So let's go ahead and cut those out. Okay, so I'm going to put the sticky note back to that. So that's the front. Okay, next we're going to do the front of the back piece, and that is this piece right here. Okay, so we're going to do that one next. So let's get our scoreboard. And then I picked a different design for this one. And this piece is 8 3/4 inches wide by 9 inches in length. So on the 8 3/4 inch side, you're going to score at 2 and 6 3/4. Okay, that's going to give you a 2-inch side tab. And then this being the top, you're going to score on the 9-inch side at 7. So let's score that at 7. Okay, just put this aside again. Go ahead and fold those. This is such pretty paper. Okay, and then again, we're going to remove those 2 bottom tabs. So you can see it's pretty repetitive as far as what you have to do to each of the pieces. So just cut these out. Okay, I'm going to put that sticky note back on there. Okay, and then the next piece is going to be the front pocket. And this piece measures, let's see, 6 3/4 inches wide by 3 1/2 inches in length. And you're only going to score on the 6 3/4 inch side. You're going to score at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 5 3/4, and then 6 1/4. Okay, so let's put that aside, and we'll go ahead and fold those score lines. And basically, this is the front pocket right here. Okay, so let's set that aside. So now last piece, this is going to be the lid, and that's going to be this piece right here. And I'm matching the lid with the back piece, or the front piece of the back, so they match together. So you can, you know, mix and match the design paper if you like. It's really up to you. So this piece is, let's see, 9 13/16 wide by 7 9/16 in length. Now, of course, you know, the measurements are just a little bit different than the other ones. So if you're not familiar with the 16 inches, I'm going to show you real quickly on the trimmer. So 9 13/16 is basically that first line after the 1/2 inch mark, okay? And then on the 7 9/16 is, I'm sorry, take that back, start over. The 9 13/16 is the first line after the 3/4 inch mark, okay? And then the 7 9/16 is the first line after the 1/2 inch mark, okay? And then what you're going to do with this is you're going to score at 2.5 on all 4 sides. Okay, so we're just going to go 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, and then 2.5. Super easy there, okay? And then let's go ahead and fold those in. And then on the longer part right here, you're going to cut the slits on the bottom and the top, okay? And I like to cut at an angle. This way when I assemble the lid, it's much easier and it'll close nicer. Just cut the slit there. I'm going to do that to all of them. You can see how I cut it in an angle. It's just easier to put the box together. And that pretty much goes for any type of box that you create. So let's just do the last piece here. Okay. And then that's the lid. Okay. So now we got all the pieces done. Now we're going to put it together. So let me get my ATG gun. And because it's paper, I'm just using my ATG gun. If you're using chipboard or anything of a thicker material, you're probably going to want to use a really nice sticky double-sided tape or some red line tape. So we're going to take the front and the back piece first. Let me set those aside real quick. So I'm going to put the back piece, you can see it's on my left side, and the front piece is on my right side, and I'm just going to line the 2 pieces together. And I put the bottom of the front on top of the bottom of the back. Okay, so I'm just going to do that. So let me add some adhesive here. And then we just want to line it up. Just make sure it's all nice and lined up. Okay, and then we don't need these anymore. So let's put that. And you can save those if you plan to make more. It's a good little note to have when you have so many pieces. Okay, so we got that. And now we're going to need the front to the back piece, basically. And what we're going to do with this one, now you'll notice this is only 2 inches and this is 2.5. And the reason why this is 2 inches is because we're going to add that front pocket, which is in 1/2 inch. Okay, so you're going to want to line this to the very end of this. Okay, so let's add adhesive to that. Make sure that's all nice and lined up. Okay, and then you're going to add adhesive to the side tabs. Okay, and then put this together. Oh, actually, you know what? I forgot one step. Shoot, I forgot. Okay, I'm sorry. The back piece, we forgot to make that slit part. Okay, good thing I didn't adhere it. Okay, so what you're going to do to this back piece is you're going to take this corner and you're going to fold it in. Good thing I noticed that. Okay, I'm going to do that to the same. Okay, sorry about that. So let's just do that real quick, and then you're just going to cut those out. So let's just cut that real quick. Make sure I'm in frame here. This is a pretty long piece. Okay. So you can do that when you're doing the back piece. You don't have to wait after. I don't know why I wanted to wait after. Okay, so now let's put it together. Let's do the other side. Okay, so there, looks like that, and then I just kind of straighten it out here. Okay, so it's supposed to look like this. You get that. Okay, now we're going to take the front pocket, which is a smaller piece, and all you're going to do is add adhesive to the last tab on each end. Okay. And then what I do is I just kind of, I fold it down and then I just line it up. I just line it up with the box. And I just kind of press it like that. And then I fold this down. And then I line that up. Okay, and there you go. You got your front pocket. Okay, see, how cute. You can see that. Okay, so when you close it, looks like that. Cool. Okay, now let's make the lid. So let's put the lid together. And all you're going to do basically is just add adhesive to these 4 tabs. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Together. Okay, so let's put it on top. Right, there you have it. Super cute. This is how you make the box. It's really adorable. You know, once you got your journal or traveler's notebook inside, and you could fill it in. Let's take the one I already made, put that in here. See, fits really nicely inside. Let's just take these cards. And again, you could fill it in with, you know, whatever you'd like, stickers, you know, there's lots of planner stuff out there. Put your pen, and then just take your lid. And then again, you can decorate the lid however you want. And there you go. I hope you give it a try, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.